I am visiting China for the festive season. Today it's sunny in Shanghai, so it's a good day for our planned photo outing. Our first stop was an old post office building. Where we joined throngs of photographers in the lobby for our chance to capture this image of the famous buildings on the Pudong side of the Hangpo River, as framed by the doorway. Then we walked along the banks of the Suzhou Creek. As we walked towards an older part of the city adjacent to the Bund. There were many older buildings built in the European style during the colonial era. Many of the buildings had interesting architectural features and details. We stopped into the famous Peninsula Hotel, which was decorated for the Christmas season. Where they had one of their iconic green Rolls-Royce cars parked outside. We spotted a couple taking wedding photos with the backdrop of an older brick building. We dropped into the heritage architecture listed Z Hotel, which exuded a quaint charm. Including the reception desk on the second floor. We crossed an old bridge with police in winter uniforms standing guard. Note the lack of guns in one of China's largest cities. Here we see the old customs house on the banks of the river, surrounded by modern skyscrapers. There were magnificent views of the modern cityscape on the Pudong side of the river. We visited the Shanghai People's Heroes Monument. Before walking onto the actual Bund. where we could watch gigantic ships sailing downstream to the port of Shanghai. Against the backdrop of the modern buildings glowing in the golden rays of sunset. I stopped into a public toilet on the Bund, where I was confronted by this unusual urinal with an advertising screen on top. As darkness fell, the lights on the Bund began to come on, illuminating the decorations, and the many colonial-era historical buildings. Including the Peace Hotel with its famous green pyramid roof, where I stayed the first time I visited Shanghai. The view across the river is a symbol of modern China as the buildings pulsate with multicolored LED lights. Reflecting on the surface of the Hangpo River. As LED bedecked tour boats float by. As the full moon lined up with the Pearl Tower, there were thousands of cameras pointing to capture the event. We joined the throngs to walk along Nanjing Road walking street, which has been extended all the way to the Bund since I was there last, making it a walking street all the way to People's Square. We stopped into a gold and silver market which had a large dragon belching smoke over the entrance. The store had many gold and silver items for sale. As well as interesting displays, including this life-size statue of the Monkey King, a popular character from Chinese mythology. There was a food court area with a Vegas-style LED ceiling. We stopped into a Japanese anime-themed shopping mall. And decided to have a snack in the food court. Before heading back to the hotel in the metro. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment.